Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone. We've just got the 250 subscriber milestone, which is unbelievable. You know, it might not sound a lot to some, but it's the first step, and it's really good to know that you guys out there like the channel and are willing to subscribe. So well, today we're going to have a look at the roof on the Range Rover. I want to pop outside and show you something on the roof that's arrived, the replacement roof. I think that's going to be useful information for you on your own cars. So let's get started. Okay guys, okay, I want to quickly show you this. So this is the rear of the new roof. I'll just show you the new roof. Okay. So that's the rear of the new roof. Now there's some corrosion there, which might not mean a lot to you when it's being viewed from the outside, but now this roof's cut off, have a look on the inside of the channel. Look at that. Just where that metal joins, there's a whole load of corrosion. Now I've no idea how you would deal with that if this was your car and you'd seen that corrosion on the outside. So yeah, something to looking on the other side. Seam there. Have a look at, I'll show you where this is on my car. Yeah, something to bear in mind if you do start getting a bit of corrosion on the back end of that roof there. That is what might be going on inside. So it's that part of the roof on the rear quarter. Okay, so we're back outside at the roof that's been cut off on an old car. Right, I think the first thing to point out, guys, is we're not replacing this whole roof. Okay, so some people I think were worried that we were going to be somehow MIG welding this whole thing onto the car. That is not going to happen. Okay, this isn't the 1990s. So we are going to replace just the skin. We only want the skin. The rest is going in the bin, so to speak. And the question is, how do we get the skin off the frame? Now initially when I saw this, I thought it might be a case of just grinding off these welds here. That seems to be part of it, but it's not the whole thing. So looking more closely, and big thanks to the guys out there on social media who gave me some tips on this, we are going to have to start to take out these spot welds. So there's a whole series of spot welds running the length of the skin. So that is going to be one hell of a task in terms of time. What has been suggested to me, makes sense, is that we tackle it from the top down, rather than go in the car drilling them out upwards vertically, that we go on top of the car, so to speak, remove the plastic channel and start drilling them out from the top. So I think that's what we're going to have a go at today, and we'll see how far we get. Right, so back in the garage. I think the first job we got to do is to get this plastic trim panel out. So without breaking it, hopefully. So one clip's out there. We'll see if we can ease the rest of it out. So that's easy enough, guys. I think the first part was screwed in. I think that would have had to come out from the inside, but the rest of it is just clipped in, guys. You just put something underneath it, something blunt, and gently ease it back all the way. In fact, guys, I'm going to correct myself here now, and I've taken this strip completely off. These screws were retained in these clips, which do move, but in some cases the clip has just unclipped from the rail. Okay, so some they have pulled out the threads and others have just unclipped, so kind of a mixture of the two there. But Nothing's broken, so everything will go back as it should be here. But importantly, there is the edge of the skin for the roof. Okay, so completely separate to this piece, which is what you saw in the back garden, the frame. Once we drill these spot welds out, this whole skin should come off. You know, there will be some sealer in there holding the roof to the frame, the skin to the frame. So we're going to have to apply some gentle heat, you know, hairdryer type heat or something to soften that sealant up. But yeah, brilliant. That's exactly what we hope to see. Hi guys, just took a break there for a minute. I had to have some lunch. The wife made me a sandwich and a cup of tea, so got to be done. While I was away, Ibsam, I hope that's pronounced correctly, has asked me a question on social media. It's a fair question. Somebody else has asked me a similar thing. And the question is, why didn't I put the later front end on the car whilst I was changing the bumper, etc., and the indicators? Well, really the simple answer is we bought this car just because we wanted another four-wheel drive. We had a Land Rover Discovery TD5 a few years ago, and we missed the car, and we visited Gaydon Museum in Warwickshire, and they've got a whole series, if you've ever been, but they've got a whole series of four-wheel drives upstairs there, and we were stood outside one of these. I think it was an O2 plate or something, and my wife and I had a conversation about whether we'd want another four-wheel drive, and we very quickly come to the conclusion we did want one. And so literally we bought this within a week of that visit to the museum. Did we want an 11 plate looking car? Not really. We just wanted another four-wheel drive. So that's really the simple answer as to why we didn't spend any money on the front end. I suppose, and take your comments on this, guys, the model before this one, I mean, they're fetching strong money now in original good condition, and maybe it'll be the case in a few years' time, if we get this back to original condition and keep it, which we plan to do, that this might actually be worth some money as well. Who knows? So for that reason as well, I don't think we want to change it. We want to try and keep it original. I think I showed you the interior in an earlier video, and it's really clean inside, and that's something that really, you know, we really like. So yeah, I want to try and keep it original. So okay, let's stop the chat and let's get back on with the job of repairing this roof. Right, back to it, guys. Yep, drilling out quite nicely, quite easily. There's just a lot of them, so let's get on. Okay, and that's from the inside, guys. So viewed from inside the car. This here, that has got like a large pop rivet on the other side. I'll show you that in a second. So we're gonna have to drill that. I will call it a pop rivet. We're gonna drill that out because that roof panel will not come off unless we do get that drilled off. But yeah, the spot welds are coming out very nicely, quicker than I thought actually. Okay, and there's that, well, I'll call it a pop rivet that I was talking about inside the vehicle. So we're going to have to drill that out. Yep, a little bit of persuasion, and I think that one's good to go. In fact, there are actually 3 of these on each side, so 2 more to go. Just a tip, guys, these come off quite easily actually. Just put a screwdriver underneath and just ease them up, and they pop off, no problem at all. So we haven't broke any of these yet, so that's pretty good. All having said that, we've got the old roof outside anyway for new clips if we need them. Well, that wasn't too bad. So far so good. All of those are out now. I think what those are is when they put the roof on initially, they got 3 points of clamp down with big rivets, whilst it's then spot welded. I'm guessing anyway. Didn't work in the factory. Okay, so that's as far as we can go on the top. I've just referenced the roof out the back, and it looks as though now we're going to have to get the car out onto the drive and lift the tailgate, because it looks like there's some MIG welding around the back where we forgot to grind that off. So let's get that done now. Right guys, I had hoped we'd get away without taking the tailgate off. I think that was more wishful thinking than anything actually. It's not possible. I'll show you the replacement roof in a second in the garden, but what we've got is behind here there are 2 MIG welds that run down the back of the roof skin, so behind this tailgate, and also along here there is a series of spot welds that need to be drilled out. So this tailgate has to come off, so that's another job I've got to get done. Right, okay, so let's get that done then. I need to figure out how these wires detach without cutting them. I don't want to cut them. You see they've been cut on the roof that has come off the car, but obviously that was for ease. I need to try and unplug these cables. Right, okay, let's get on with it. That's the cover off. You can see some areas where we can make some disconnections there. I wonder what that is. I have to look that up, see what that is. June 03, manufacturing date. BMW and Jaguar on there. Right, tailgate's off guys. We have had to cut the cables because there was just no way of easily getting those cables out. They went straight into the main harness. I'm sure some of you will tell me how I could have done it, but they're cut now. It's easy enough, we'll just splice them back. I've done it in the car, so that'll be easy enough to do in there. Right, let's get to grinding back the back end of this roof. You can see the welding now where the panel's been welded to the frame. And I have to say, if you remember the roof in the garden from earlier on, it was rusted here. There isn't any of that here, so this will probably be okay inside the posts. So that's good to see. So need to continue drilling out these spot welds now. Okay, so we've cut around where the roof's going to come off, and we've drilled out the spot welds. What we're going to do now is we're going to use a hot air gun to see if we can soften up some of the sealer. And I tell you now, that is a lot of sealer and it's rock hard, so this is going to be a job and a half guys. So let's get in there. Okay guys, yeah, that is not easy. That is not easy at all. Okay, we're going to pause for today, and we'll get this video out tonight, and we'll get back on this tomorrow. So hopefully, all being well, we'll get another video out tomorrow. Okay, okay, take care guys, speak to you soon.